Thank you so much once again. This is just to inform Kenyans that we, the Communication Workers Union, held elections here at Tomboya Labour College. As you are aware, trade unions do the elections every 5 years. Our last election was done in 2021, and by virtue of the law, we were compelled to do elections this year. And for us, we have done election today, and as ushered in the entire board that you see here in front. Later on, we'll share their names with you so that you know who was elected. This is just to tell you that because we are a union that works fairly well, cooperates well, we had a kamkunji the previous night, and all of us have been ushered into this office from the 18 branches that we have in this country. And the team that you see here was elected unanimously, all of them unopposed. That is showing the confidence that the members through the delegates have on us as a union. Communication workers represent employees in the communication sector, which brings in broadcasting, brings them in the telecommunication sector, the postal sector, the courier services, mobile phone providers, and now lately we have brought in the content moderators and also the digital creators and all those kind of people that are emerging within the sector. So it's a union that is destined for the future, a union that if we run well, and we hope we have run it very well, and we expect that in the next 5 years that we have been given, we'll have to do it a little bit better than we have before, so that we are able to bring more membership, to bring in those other guys that have come in. And we are targeting the digital creators today, the content moderators. We are targeting call centers, and the majority of these other people that do services like courier services is now being done even by bus companies. While bus companies is being done by the Transport Workers Union, the Constitution allows those who want to come can join us and be here. Having said that, I want to address the problems that workers have generally in this country, and I'll make special reference to the members that we work with, because I may not talk generally about the Kenyan situation, because I'm not speaking to you as a Deputy Secretary of Kotu. I'm speaking to you as the General Secretary of Communication Workers Union. We have had quite a number of problems from some of the sectors that we represent, and particularly the Postal Corporation of Kenya, and to some extent KBC and Telecom Kenya. And our concern is that all these three institutions have relations with the government of Kenya. And we must make a special appeal to the Kenya Kwanza government that there's need for us as Kenyans to protect the employees. The employees of Postal Corporation of Kenya, because they are doing a lot of the work that relates to the government, particularly the service delivery, the universal service delivery. We cannot lose it, because in any country you go, the first site that you'll find is a post office. A post office is where, if you're in America, you can post a letter back home. If we allow Postal Corporation of Kenya to collapse, then we shall have lost it as a country. I'm aware that the Kenya government is in the process of trying to modernize Posta, and we want to appreciate the effort being taken by the government to bring in investors to enable Posta to wake up again and come to business. We are demanding that let us be put on board throughout the process so that the workers do not lose any of their benefits. This is very important because we are aware that pension benefits both in KBC and in Posta is still pending, unpaid into billions. While we support the process of that transformation, it must be done with a lot of prudence so that everybody does not lose on the path. As we transit to the new arrangement, let those who exit having been paid, and paid to the letter, paid to the last cent, so that they get what their right is. That is about Posta and KBC. There's also an issue of Telecom Kenya, which are also our members. There are problems there because Telecom cannot operate without an investor. We are aware that the government is trying to get an investor, but our concern that it has taken too long for the investor to come on board. We urge the Kenyan government through the Ministry of ICT to work with speed. I've been able to talk to the CS, William Kabogo, and his PS, and we are in agreement that we need to fast-track the issue of Telecom Kenya. But the most important thing that must be addressed is the issue of the transmitter stations. ATC were given the contract to take over the stations, the masts that you see all over, to the extent that Postal Telecom now is paying a company called ATC, I think, for our what we invested in ourselves as Kenyans. We invested on those transmission masts. How do you allow an outsider to buy an investment for Kenyans? I think that was a very bad decision made. Efforts should be done to have those transmitters come back so that Telecom should be able to compete with other mobile phone providers in this country. That way, a lot of things will happen, and Telecom Kenya will come back to life. We are aware that the government has acquired certain plots, land that belong to Telecom, land that belong to KBC. We urge the government should pay and compensate the land so that KBC can get money to buy new transmitters so that they compete with Citizen and others with the new and modern equipment. As it were today, you can't compete because you will come here with equipments which are old, and we cannot compete. You go to transmission stations, sometimes you find the equipment there is outdated. Sometimes these people don't even have vehicles to compete and go to cover the news that's required. If this is done, it will work. As a union, we are not confrontational, and it does not mean that we cannot confront, but we believe in the system of dialogue. And if dialogue works for us and we get what we want, so be it. But if dialogue does not work, then once in a while we always come out, and we will come out very effectively. We also know that there are issues of CBS, which we have done very successfully. We know there are pending issues of CBA at KBC and Posta, but for the rest, Telecom has done very well. We have done CBS with them regularly. As much as they are having problems, we have done CBS regularly, and we want to thank them on that. For the other companies, we continue doing them after every 2 years, and we have done very well. And out of the 15 units that we have, more than 5 or 6, I think, have done their CBS and completed, and those who have not done, we are in the process of doing their CBS. I want to tell the delegates here that we are going to lead this team for the next 5 years without confrontation. And if there's need to confrontation, we will confront. We have done it before, and we'll do it. But we want to do it on facts. We want to do it on issues that can give the benefit to the members that you represent and benefits to this country. As you are aware, we run the economy of this country through the services that you provide. If we have to take all the times fighting on the street, then the issues that we need to address may not be addressed. So we need to get issues from you. We need to get you to give us issues to discuss, engage us regularly, engage us positively so that we are able to transform this union. For what I personally believe that what will count to us is what did we bring on the table for the members, not the number of times we were on the street. As I said, if there's need for us to be on the street, we will. But if we can get with talking, then that's the best option for this country.